Today I feel like talking about Boruto. Yes, I take my time. Sometimes I don't really talk about it. Sometimes I just watch other people and make commentary off their commentary, but I didn't feel like doing that today. Sorry, y'all, I have allergies. Now, I read Boruto chapter 36. Overall, it was a pretty decent manga, pretty decent chapter overall. But clearly it left me with more questions. The good news is I didn't have the same questions that I usually do. And for those of you who don't know, the usual questions are: where is Orochimaru? Where is Kakashi? Where the fuck is Mitsuki? Where is Mitsuki? Oh, damn. Hold on. Oh, at least a minute in before I cuss. Sorry. Where's Mitsuki? You know? What are we doing? The questions are very new. And just like Kashin Koji has the 10 directions, I have more than 10 questions. Okay? So, let's start with some of these questions. Amado and Kawaki kidnapped Kashin Koji. And they were able to detect this because of Jiraiya chakra. When did y'all realize that Kashin Koji was Jiraiya's clone? Before or after Omnipotence came up? And you just decided to remember that information. It must have been before. Maybe it was after. Who the hell knows? I don't think I was paying enough attention, and I should have been. But I don't think I was. Okay? Yeah. I get it how easy it would be for Kawaki to slip in and slip out, you know? But, question number 2. You have the technology and the means to stop somebody's chakra. I mean, I guess Boruto ain't fresh enough, but why you couldn't do it with a Shinju? Don't they got chakra too? What are they, too elusive? They got clog rhymes or some shit? Is that what it is? Why you ain't put code in them gems? See, when Boruto was fighting Code and he put the Rasengan Uzahiko on somebody, y'all could have easily bust Code in the neck and put them shackles on him and do what it do. You could have easily did that, but I guess not, because, you know, capturing him would mean a failure in capturing Boruto, I guess. Yeah, okay. I get the fact that Kashin Koji relaxed himself and, you know, played the game with a motto. That's a clear Jiraiya move. Okay? I'm letting you know. And I'm very, you know, grateful to the fact of Kashin Koji being honest with Amato. That is a classic Jiraiya move, you know, honestly. My question is not for Kashin Koji and his answer. My question really is for Amato and his questions. Like, all he cares about is his daughter coming back. Didn't his daughter come back already? Is Delta? Ain't that his daughter? Did I miss something? Why are we talking about Akibi? Where is Delta? Ain't Delta a clone of the damn daughter with the Karma Seal already? What? Karma Seal went away? Maybe I wasn't paying enough attention that day. Why are these fucking, you know what? I'm gonna hush. Definitely gonna hush. Okay? Yeah, so back to what I was saying. Sorry, y'all. Had to deal with something real quick. Hi. How you feeling? Okay, so we got to the specific questions of Amado, right? How everything is about a kibi and na na na. Why did Kashin Koji? Well, I mean, he answered the direct question of Kawaki, because Kawaki's gonna bring back a KB and na. Why, if Amado's such a gambler, why is he putting all his chips in Kawaki? What, his mind don't move that fast. He need Ada's 6 paths and Great Adventures and Kashin Koji's 10 directions, north, south, east, and west. Like, what's going on here? He ain't smart enough to figure it out himself that Kawaki is going to lose one way or another. He didn't realize from messing with Ishiki that he was on the losing side family. Or maybe he did and feigned his way into the Leaf Village and switched back. Like, I don't get it, y'all. I don't get it. I mean, if he made all these people, hey, if he's the father to all these people, right? If he's Kashin Koji's daddy and Ada's daddy and Damon's daddy and Akibi's daddy and Kawaki's baby mama, whatever it is, why you ain't create something for yourself? Oh, thank you, James. Blessings. Like what? Why you ain't get a little power for your? What the power is? What the power is? If Ada got this and Damon got that and Kashin Koji got the third one and Kawaki got the fourth, fifth, and sixth one, and then Delta had a couple. Hey, son, boo. They had a couple over there. Where's his at? Why he ain't give himself nothing? Maybe he thought he did. And he just gave himself like a Shikamaru smartness times 10. Like, what is that? I'm sure there's another power that the Otsutsuki got that you could, bust out. What the boy name? Shibai, the king of the Otsutsuki god. I'm sure he got an extra power for you. Come on now. Oh, thank you. But I am talking, well, you know what? I can't even say that Boruto is for children because Boruto is 12 years old. Yo, can y'all believe that Naruto is like 35 years old? And when I say 35, I mean like his stuff was put out like 13 ago. And Boruto is already 12. Like the Boruto everything, 12 years. Can y'all believe that? Yeah. So technically, you might be too young for my channel. You might not be too young for this manga. But you might be because this manga, Two Blue Vortex, is dark as hell. Okay? It's adult as fuck to me. Look at what them kids wear. They supposed to be 15, 16 wearing all that shit. Chest out, legs out, all of that. Come on now. That's crazy to me. Be like, yo, you only 15. What the fuck? You gotta sneak out of school to wear that shit back in the day. But now it's all good. Anyway, let me get back to this shit, because, hey, somebody can say I'm too old for this shit. But I'm not, because I like anime and I like manga, and they had it when I was a child. So guess what? I still like it, bitch. Don't be mad because the older person still like the skateboard or they like Legos or some ass shit like this. If that's what they did as a fucking child, they might still bust it as an adult. So don't, stop acting up, because when you become an adult, you gonna like turn back on half this bullshit you talking about. That's facts. Oh, they're too old. They're too old. Wait till you get this age. Oh my gosh, I'm definitely old saying that to a younger person, because motherfuckers just say that to me. Huh. Yeah, okay. Now let's get back to Boruto real quick. That was a good rant. Let's get back to the back to. Now, one of my favorite parts of chapter 36 really was Kashi Koji telling Amato that there is no future that he has seen where Kawaki wins anything. That whole fight in Boruto scene that we seen back in the day, that we've been waiting for all this whole damn time to happen, child boo. Jura's supposed to eat him before that happened. Maybe Jura eats him and then, takes that form to fight him again or some ass shit. Maybe that's gonna happen. Maybe. But according to Kashin Koji, that ain't gonna pop. Alright, that ain't the wave. Okay, so bet. That's fine. What is going on in Amato's head? Okay. That's a question that remains to be seen. I got another question for you. Let's keep moving forward, right? So Amato tells Kashin Koji that, I just tweak your shit just a little bit. I'm gonna make you have quicker downloads or whatever. And for those of you from the Nature Boy sector, I can't stand this word download anymore. Child, boo, it sounds crazy. Okay, but that's what they call it in the manga, so that's what we're gonna do. Now, I got questions on that alone. Who told you to tweak his shit? Maybe it's every 4 days for a reason. With great power comes great responsibility, and the bigger they come, the harder they fall. So that means that now that you've tweaked the shit to make it better, does that mean that it's more precise, or will it be less precise? Will it be like a the movies when y'all see the fortune tellers or the future people, and they don't tell you, they can't tell you the exact future. They just give you like a piece of that shit, and that piece happened, but then it turned into something totally different. You heard? So his next download after you tweaked it, is it gonna be as effective? Is it gonna be as concise? Is he really gonna be able to pinpoint whatever future that he's supposed to pinpoint or whatever? I mean, the real answer is it really doesn't matter, because fate is way stronger than any of this shit. Real talk. Unless you can change fate, that's the only power that Shibai could give Amado to make any sense. And you ain't getting that, bro, because then there ain't no manga. Okay? If you could change fate, you pretty much, manga's over. Because then Akibi comes and everybody else is dead and all that extra shit. And more Otsutsuki come and eat her up. And then fuck you up. Turn you into a Zetsu. And, God is good every time. Come on now. What are we doing? So let's go back. Not only am I going to ask, is your pre-essence, Kashin Koji's pre-essence, as effective or as clear? Is it more like smoke and mirrors type shit? But what's going to be the physical consequences to more downloads? Is he going to be able to maintain his sanity in any way? Is he going to be able to tell you what's real and what's not? Or is he going to end up like Peter in the Hunger Games, where you got to ask real or not real? I mean, I don't want Jiraiya crazy. I'm used to Jiraiya being a perv. Can we make him a perv? Can we make Kashin Koji some sort of perv that'll just make life easier in my mind? But then again, this ain't Naruto. Ain't nothing happy about this shit. Okay? But I don't want Jiraiya to be a crazy man before, anything. Oh yeah, one of the regular questions is when the fuck is Naruto coming back? But sidebar to the questions that relate to the chapter. Of course, my sidebar question is always, what the fuck is gonna happen to Naruto if he ever comes back? And is Hinata gonna be able to calm him down? Will it even make a goddamn difference? Because I have a feeling that if things go the way I think it's going to go, because they're already talking about a Chapter 37 promo, y'all. So I don't think that Chapter 37 is coming out in August. If I'm not mistaken, they're taking a month break, right? August is a break. So everything comes back in September, around late September or whatever have you. So, there's one guy who did a video recently, Six Past Dunya, and I told y'all I wasn't really watching nothing, but I guarantee I only saw 5 minutes of his whole live, okay? So I really did not get into the gist of what he's talking about, but the initial thing was that he saw a promo for the next Chapter 37, and it had to do with Boruto's plan to get into the Shinju, infiltrate with Sarada, right? And as I'm looking at the panel, and I'm not gonna describe the panel verbatim or whatever, like from memory. I don't got no Shinju. I'm not a Shinju. I ain't got no. I forgot the word for what these kids got. The 80s and all that shit they got in Kashikoji. I forgot what it's called, baby. But yeah. But maybe Boruto is smarter than we thought. Let me just pause on Naruto for a second and come back to Boruto, you know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of fucking ninja skills out there, and one of them is substitution. He could have formulated this whole plan to make it seem as if, this is going to be this and that's going to be that, and here's the dummy move. But in essence, they could do that whole tree log thing, you know what I'm saying? That Kakashi used to like to do a whole bunch, and a whole bunch of them used to do a whole lot. But that's how they didn't die. Now Hashirama did it, the fuck, with a wood clone and killed Madara, who wasn't dead. Okay, so yeah. This could all be okie dokie dicky dicky. But now, you know what I'm saying? We still let's keep Naruto to the side and let's jump a little bit more forward in Chapter 36 to ask these next questions, right? Because what if it was all bullshit? What if it wasn't bullshit? And when I say what if it was all bullshit, like Sarada acting like the damsel in distress, like, oh, I can't be saved. What if it's like Shin Uchiha, right? They took Sakura, right? And they was like, heal me, and da-da-da. Sakura was able to kick all their ass by a motherfucking cell. And they did the switcheroo. Sasuke and Sakura did the switcheroony on their ass too, bloop. Right? What if it's one of them type moves, right? We're going to play that again. I remember when we was kids, and we did the flip-flop, do. Yo, me and Cho was here, we did this and this, boom, dummy. Right. That makes sense to me. But here's the question. Do they really want to save Sasuke? I don't give a fuck about Hidari. Do they want to save Sasuke? Did Boruto tell Sarada, you know what, you got a choice, baby. And this is why I sent your ass down there. Because you need to make a decision. Do you want to save your father or do you want to kill Hidari? Which one's more important to you? Because it might be too late to save your daddy. And she got to see that for herself. Boruto can't just tell her that. You understand? These Uchiha go through something different. And no one wants Sarada to go down the path of hate. Right? Right. She's different for a reason. She's not different because of the traumatic experiences and disappointment and all that jumma jazz that Sasuke and Itachi and all the rest of them had to go through. No, she's different. She on Team Love, remember? So now she on Team Love. She can't just, You know what I'm saying? Listen to some Boruto talk about, yo, your daddy dead because even if we save the thorn buff from Hidari, we might not get back them on time. It's over 5 years, baby. It's too long, baby. We can't say that, fool. I'd love to save his ass, but child, but we can't save him. Don't save him. You don't want to be saved. So, yeah, she might have to see for herself what's goody and say, you know what, daddy? I'm all right with letting you go. Remember what happened with the Edo Tensei, the reincarnation jutsu? Some of them was able to free themselves. A lot of them were able to free themselves of the jutsu because they had a heartfelt connection. They, solved the problems of their soul and all that good shit. They resolved the issue and ended out with love and just said, bloop, 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 I'm free, bitch. I'm free. Anyway, bitch. Okay, Pain did it. Fucking Gaara's daddy did it. The second Raikage did it. Okay, a couple of them that did that shit. You heard? So why it can't be that now? Right? And we would love for that to happen. But I was one of the first people to hope that Boruto was so much like Naruto. You know what I'm saying? That it wouldn't even be funny. But now, hell no. For what? I'm used to the darkness. I'm used to this not being like Naruto. Been in too deep, and this manga is too good. The anime sucked. Boruto anime, it sucked only because they took the Boruto movie and put it in the anime. It's stupid. You should have left the movie the way the movie was and continued from the movie. And then we would never have this issue here where Boruto 2 Blue Vortex has to be a manga that can't be anime. You could have easily handled that without all this shit. You should have just told people watch the damn movie. And they would have been able to understand everything about everything, right? Instead of bringing Urashiki and all that other bullshit. Fucking hot on. Anywho. So yeah, she go down there. And she talked to Jurin, and they trying to figure out, should we make her Shinju? And, Hidari's like, hell no, that's my daughter, baby. Or Hidari might be like, yo, bring her in. Like, shit, I need her eyes any motherfucking way. My whole thing back in the day was, how is Sarada going to get her female Susanoo together with some tetas? That was always my question, okay? And in order for her to do that, she'd have to take somebody's eyes. Unfortunately, Hidari's eyes are everybody's eyes, so I don't think she can take the Shinju eyes. But if she did, that'll be some ill-ass shit. Like, I ain't gonna turn into no Shinju fuckboy, but I'll take your eyeball and put it in my eye and, get some sage of six paths powers. And I can have my female Susanoo, right, with a Amaterasu and a Renegon chakra feelings, right? Wouldn't that be dope? That'd be so dope. That wasn't a question, was it? That was a direction, right? Right, let's call it directions. Most people call it, I talk too goddamn much, but let's call it a direction, okay? Yeah, let's do that, family. So back to the questions. What is Hidari gonna do? Is he gonna choose to be Sasuke again, or is he gonna continue to be Hidari just because he's fucking bored? Is him being Hidari the only way to get out of omnipotence? Especially since his daughter was the only one not to be a part of that shit, but he was. You think it's so easy for Jura to be like, yo, let me turn you into a Shinju? Sorry, y'all. Nope, he might want to evolve too. Who knows? Alright, so back to the chapter. I get the Naruto's questions about Naruto later, but let's get back to the chapter real quick. So, the chapter continues with the humans now, the regular non-ninja folk. The dude that's down with the Daimyo and them two elderly people that always got on my goddamn nerve from Naruto, the elders and shit. Idiots. Anywho. So, we get to them and Sai is there and, he talking and he's like, yes, Boruto shaved me from that Shinju, but I think that, Boruto did it on purpose and he's in collusion with the Shinju and Shikamaru is too. Yeah. Let's get rid of him as soon as possible. And everybody down with him. I wonder what Sai is gonna do once they find out that Inojin is a part of this shit now. Is he gonna have his parental love and step in and have some feeling? Because not for nothing, he looks younger than Inojin in that damn comic book, I'm trying to tell you. Is he going to relive his childhood? Well, he's just going to follow orders and, let it pop. Okay. Is he going to be able to sway the people with his logic? Because, he's Mr. Spock. He's the Mr. Spock of Boruto to me. So, the Vulcan of things. So, what's he going to do? And the man talking about, this is all a conspiracy and we're still going to get Boruto. Is this omnipotence or is he just a prick? I don't think that's omnipotence that got him acting like that. I think he's just a fucking prick. Real talk. But, it could be the omnipotence thing. It could be. Shikamaru gets to Amato too late. I guess we'll see in chapter 37 what he says to him. How he's going to scold him. Yeah, what'd you do to Kashakoji? That's a no-brainer right there. You understand? Definite no-brainer. But, how's Amato going to respond? Is he going to be honest and tell Shikamaru what the fuck it is? I mean, because Shikamaru ain't no dummy. Shikamaru might figure it out any goddamn way, you know what I'm saying? He might walk in there and be like, yo, you had Kashakoji here, and what'd you do to him? Did you and just spill the whole plan because Shikamaru is supposed to be smart like that. And I know I used to call him Shikadummy, but now he's on the right side. He ain't Shikadummy no more, okay? He's Shikamaru again. Alright? Don't play, right? He's smart now. Smarter than a 5th grader. Okay, so there's that. Of course, a question that we're going to find out sooner or later. How is Shikamaru going to handle all this shit? Does he still want to be Hokage? Are they going to make Konohamaru Hokage now? Oh, shit. I mean, Konohamaru wanted to be the Hokage for the longest. He's still a dipshit. Maybe he's having sex with Moegi right now and they're about to have a baby. You never know. She's back to normal. You know what I mean? So, they're catching up. Making sure that the love never gets her back to the Shinju again. You get what I'm saying, folks? Anywho, yeah. That's where I'm at. This cannot be a question. I'm waiting for them to talk about Himawari. Okay, y'all already know I am a Himawari stan. I give no real fucks about anybody else. The amount of fucks that I give about everybody else is inconsequential. I'm talking about all these folks because I'm going through the chapter, but at the end of the day, I'm only worried about Hima and Kurama. All right, you know, you know. Is she gonna find out about Inojin and his role and everything? Is she gonna feel a way about what Boruto is doing or is not doing? Is she gonna feel a way about Kawaki? Because if she finds out that Inojin is chilling with Boruto, she's gonna find out that Kawaki done stole Kashin Koji, even if she don't know who the hell he is. You can all sit there and be like, oh, she's just training right now, Shri. I don't give a fuck. I want to know if Kurama's dropping the knowledge on her. Let's find your folks. Fuck this right here. Let's find your folks. I don't need to go back to Naruto no more, but let's find them anyway. When is that gonna happen? Cause shit, if Kurama's a little bit of Otsutsuki, right? And Naruto was supposed to be the nexus of all of them, the connector for all of them. I'm still waiting for Himawari to be the new connector for all of them because of Shukaku. Still waiting, y'all. That's the only regular question that I gotta bring back here. Cause Kurama alone ain't gonna do it. I don't care if he's big, small, tall. I don't give a damn. Fat. I don't give a shit. I don't care if he's at 10% chakra or 1,000,000% chakra like he was with Naruto. I don't care. You need more. Y'all know I be on this other app called TT, right? I'm so used to not saying it, but I say it. And in one of my shorts, I put in the caption, and Naruto, don't be mad that both your kids are Otsutsuki. I wasn't talking about no bomber clock Kawaki, okay? No way. I was not talking about Kawaki. I was talking about Boruto and Himawari. Because I still want her to have the chakra of the 10 tails, like Naruto did, okay? And like, oh, this is the new Naruto right here? Let's rock it. Let's pop it. Because we can see everything too, Kurama. She the natural do, and let's do it. Let's go. Y'all know, you know our names? I can learn it, baby. That's Himawari. And then she get to say the 6 paths powers, right? I ain't saying the chakra, because Hagoromo ain't got to pop up out of no motherfucker where. But, because this ain't a Hagoromo story like that, okay? Let me make y'all understand that too. This is not a Hagoromo story. Hagoromo ain't got shit to do with this. The theories about Kaguya coming back, if Himawari was to get all of the, tail beasts inside of her, like a 10 tails Jinchuriki, is more plausible to me than anything Hagoromo. Okay? The only thing that he could teach these kids is ninju. And it seems like, they're going to formulate that in their own damn way. It's too damn dark for Hagoromo. He can't handle this shit. You look at them kids and be like, what the fuck are you wearing? At least your father had clothes. At least your father wore clothes, damn it. Get dressed. What the hell is wrong with you? You see how I'm dressed? Why you dressed like that? That's crazy. Right? Hamura could come back if he want to and talk to Himawari about the Byakugan powers and get you some Tensigan, girl. I could definitely see that. But this ain't no Hagoromo story, folks, because Hagoromo was half human and half Otsutsuki. He was suited for Naruto in the 4th Great Ninja War. This ain't got shit to do. This is beyond his level. What the fuck does he know about the Otsutsuki besides his mama was one? He don't know much else. I mean, he could talk about it, but he ain't know about no Ishiki and all that shit. He did not know. So what is he gonna talk about? No. This is a Kaguya story, okay? And she's the only one that truly understands what the hell is going on. She's the only one that could probably pop out against Momoshiki. How about that? Because Ishiki couldn't cut it. So if Himawari can become a Jinchuriki of Kaguya Otsutsuki, the fuck? Because not for nothing, Boruto is Momoshiki's Jinchuriki. Come on. I mean, I'm sure they got a next word for it, but Momoshiki? Yeah, I don't, Borushiki or whatever they call, I don't give a rat's ass. That's a Jinchuriki right now. Kawaki is the Jinchuriki for Ishiki. And fucking Boruto Momoshiki. So why not Himawari with Kaguya? Huh? Why not? Let's go. Let's do it. We need the Sanin. We need the Otsutsuki Sanin up in here. Alright? To go against Jura. Alright? I ain't talking about Ada and Damon and fuck them. I ain't talking about them. I'm talking about the Otsutsuki Sanin, okay? Momoshiki, Ishiki, and Kaguya. How about that? I like that right there. And all three of y'all can go against Jura and see what the fuck happens. So yeah, Kashin Koji pops back to the chamber, the 36 chambers, the honeycomb hideout, and Boruto comes back too. And Boruto's like, what the fuck happened? Excuse me. And before, Boruto can get some answers, download starts. And they connecting to Ada real quick. Hey, can you confirm do? Here's a question. Can she confirm your new weaknesses? Oh yeah, let's go back to the weaknesses. Oh no, we already did the physical weaknesses. The mental and the physical. Yeah, we did that already. Will there be chakra depletion? Will he have to sleep for a little while? The regenerated shit is gonna bust brains. But no. Okay. Is Ada gonna tell him weaknesses if he has any, like greater weaknesses? Because if he's smart, he'd ask. The fact that Amado can find weaknesses in you, that means everybody motherfucking knows. How about that? Jura's gonna find out soon enough too. So why the hell can't Ada tell him what his new weaknesses are? And let's protect that. That's what Jiraiya would figure out. Facts. Alright, let's continue. So, he tells her to check it. And as soon as he's about to talk to Boruto, he gets the download, right? He sees a couple of images. And one of the images is Borushiki. Just chilling, just standing there. It's a horn. It's one horn. The horn that was supposedly broken is back on point. Now back to the original questions that I had about Kashin Koji. Who said that shit is accurate? Like, oh, okay, it's a wrap. It's going to take over. And you see how fate worked? Because before he can even tell Boruto anything, he says, listen to me carefully. Okay. You didn't say stay for the whole thing. You didn't say don't leave until I'm done. Okay? You should have said that. I guess that was a dry move that you didn't say it. But, you going off. You talking about Sarada. She gonna fail and boot blap and boot bap. Right? And of course he goes off. Whoop! He goes off running. because of, you know what I'm saying? You done told him that Sarada's about to get got, and he can't do nothing about it. And he gonna do something about it, baby, because he defied your ass before. So what we doing, right? Let's go to that one panel with Boroshiki, right? Who's to say that means that Momoshiki took over? Now, of course, Boruto and Momoshiki made up, right? In the last chapter, the 2 chapters before that, Boruto said, yo, you help me defeat Jura, you can have a body. It's all good, right? So, of course, if he comes back, when he comes back, the horn gonna be there again, right? Now, everybody's in uproar. Everybody's in a hissy. Because they're like, oh, you know, he just took that promise and broke it and just took over the body. You think it's that simple? The show will be over. Can't be that simple. Can't be that. Probably have to cut off something else and everybody dies. What sense does that make? That's dumb. No. It's a concerted effort. Okay? I guarantee you, it is a concerted effort, alright? Jura probably pops up, or he probably ends up in a lair with Jura, and then Momoshiki come out. Which is what is supposed to fucking happen, right? Right. This is why I asked the questions about Kash and Koji earlier. Now you're like a fortune teller. You know what I mean? And it ain't that clear. No more. Okay. So, what we doing? You know, he's an idiot and all that and la 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 and you know, he finds out Sarada is gone and he's about to go get her any goddamn way, and that's that. Right? That's the end of the thing. Now back to my questions about Naruto. You think they're gonna bring Naruto back after Sasuke's dead? Mawari's going to be able to calm him down after he finds out that he technically got 3 kids that are going to be Otsutsuki. He ain't got fucking Kurama no more, but Kurama's back alive and rather be in Himawari than him. His son is full Otsutsuki now. Omnipotence done happened. Hey, y'all. Do y'all think if Boruto came back from whatever dimension he was in that he would immediately get affected by omnipotence? I mean, he doesn't even have Kurama anymore, so he could get got. Hinata, on the other hand, I'm not sure if she would be able to deal with omnipotence for too long because of the nature of her Byakugan. You know what I'm saying? I don't think she'd be caught up in the bullshit. But Naruto, who knows? And then to find out that Sasuke is gone. Like, do you really think Naruto's gonna be on some "oh I love you" shit with Hidari when they find out that Sasuke became Hidari and what? And Boruto did it? What? Omnipotence is you know what? That's a dumb question. There's no way on God's green earth that Naruto is just gonna come back into the regular dimension and fall into omnipotence. There's no fucking way. There's too much love going on. He'd have to find out the whole truth. Okay? He'd have to find out that Kawaki caused this shit. Yeah, well, I mean, he already knows that because Kawaki sent him the fuck away. But he's gonna know that everything is fucking bullshit. He's gonna be like, wait a minute, Boruto, what? You fucking crazy. Ado did what? You fucking dumb. Nah. Naruto gonna figure out everything. And where is Sasuke? Just by saying where is Sasuke, he gonna figure out every fucking thing. Where is Sasuke, yo? You think fucking Naruto ain't gonna kill Jura? But you know what? That'll be some dope ass shit, y'all. Imagine Naruto comes back. He ain't mad that Himawari got Kurama. He's not even mad that she got everybody. right? He's able to tell her how to channel that. Hinata gets mad and Byakugans every goddamn body. Okay? Right? Whatever she got to do. Right? And she gonna save her kids. Fuck that. I think Hinata look at Kawaki like, you ain't my fucking son no more. Fuck you. And try to fight his ass and destroy his ass. And that's why he never wins. Yeah. Jura might kill him, and Hinata and Naruto might kill his ass first. And then they kill Jura. All of them as a family. Okay? They defeat Code, they defeat Jura, all them motherfuckers. And they still love them as Otsutsuki kids. Okay? Yeah, that's what I believe. I'm there. I'm there already. Okay? Well, you think that Naruto would love Hidari, love the Sasuke out of Hidari? You think that's what it's supposed to be? Or Naruto comes back from whatever direct dimension and the whole entire village goes batshit crazy because this omnipotence is stopping them from believing that fucking Naruto really got kidnapped by Kawaki. Yo, that shit is diabolical right there, yo. Technically, it doesn't even matter if Naruto comes back or not. Something fucked up's gonna happen with that village when he does. And I don't want to see Naruto turn dark. Do you? Because I guarantee he's gonna turn dark. He's gonna have to kill one of his kids. And I hope it's Kawaki. Right? You wouldn't want Naruto to come back and he kills Boruto. That'd be fucked up. Because Hinata will not have that. At all. I don't think Hima would either. So Kawaki, bye-bye. And if Naruto comes back from whatever dimension he's in, does that mean Shibai will finally come? Because what will happen if Jura eats Naruto? What will really happen? Infinite Tsukiyomi? Is that what will happen? Huh? And everybody becomes a Zetsu? Will they destroy the entire world like Otsutsuki's are supposed to? Or will he just be ready, fat and plump enough for the next Otsutsuki to come and eat his ass? Hey, I got a new direction. I got a new question. This whole Momoshiki and Boruto truth is bull-ass shit. It's bullshit. Because you can tell me all day that an Otsutsuki gotta eat another Otsutsuki and all this extra bullshit. No, they need the fucking chakra fruit from the divine tree. Jura is the living embodiment of the divine tree. The only way to defeat Jura for Momoshiki would be to eat him. Right? So he can get his divine chakra powers that Kaguya stole from them motherfuckers. What? This is bullshit. Why would Momoshiki want to do anything to Jura but eat his ass? Would defeating Jura ensure that he can eat him? Huh? Either way, Momoshiki wins, right? No wonder he sat back and chilled out this whole damn time. It makes perfect sense now. Either way, he wins. And all you gotta do is get Kawaki. And he can let Jura eat Kawaki. And then he killed two birds with one stone. How about that? Because then Jura eats Kawaki, who got the Ishiki essence up in him. And then Momoshiki can just say, fuck you, Boruto. Bloop, take his ass, whatever the fuck. And then and be like, all right, I'll run this shit. Hey, what we talking about? This whole series is contingent on Boruto not being taken over by Momoshiki. But don't think that this is a Naruto Kurama situation. That'll be dumb. I told y'all, this ain't Naruto no more, right? It's more tragic. The whole story will lead up to the point where Boruto is no longer Boruto. He is now Momoshiki Otsutsuki. I mean, he's already Boruto Otsutsuki, but the fuck? Right. Hey, now, I just realized something. Ciao! I think I'm Kasha Koji on the low. So I can't see the 10 directions at once. I can only see one at a time. Okay? As I ask questions. Who, what, why, when, how. One or all of them, right? How can one happen without if Kawaki ain't gonna win and don't nobody want Kawaki to win? Oh yeah, what's gonna happen to Code? He gonna get eat up too. Fuck out of here. He'll be the first one to die out of all of them. I don't care what nobody say. If we had the rank and who's gonna die first? Kawaki, Code, Jura, Boruto, Momoshiki. Let's put it like that. And I did not separate Ishiki from Kawaki. There's no way on God's green earth. But I will separate Boruto and Momoshiki right now because they made that deal, you heard? So yeah. Who you gonna think gonna get got first? And it don't even matter how they get got, okay? Who's gonna get got first out of that whole list right there? Code. And what's gonna happen to Juro when Code dies? And what's stopping the Shinju from taking Code and making him a Shinju? Because that was the whole point of him in even the anime, in the first manga. He wasn't shit. They treated him like shit. Like, he wasn't strong enough, powerful enough, none of that shit. They still should treat him like that. I don't know. Why are they not treating him like that? I think they do. So why expect anything new out of him now, except the fact that he figured out what Boruto's little tokens are. And maybe Boruto don't even need them fucking tokens, yo. See, that is one thing that is different from Minato and Boruto, right? With the flying Raijin. Now, Minato did use swords, you know, little kunai and all that to determine a place and blah, blah, blahs. But remember, Minato said, once I put my mark on you, it never goes away. I will always find you. You don't think Boruto already put a mark on Sarada? If he had the same flying Raijin as Minato? No, he don't. Apparently. But what the fuck he needs trinkets for unless it's a fucking setup, okay? Unless they run that okie-doke on Code. Nobody knows that Boruto got it just like Minato. So he don't need them little trinkets. He don't need none of them trinkets to move, right? He just moved. And if he got that, then it makes sense for the infiltration to really happen. But I've been up here almost an hour asking the whole game questions, right? Opening up new theories and new directions. I hope you like them. If you don't, it's all good. I don't mind. Okay? You want to leave a comment? Do that. Troll, I troll back. Want to have a serious conversation about Boruto? Feel free. This channel is not for kids, but 18 and over, you can respond. Everybody else, oh no, don't be here. Okay? I don't play that. I don't. And hit the like if you want. I appreciate that too. Okay? Y'all have a good night. And I'll see you in September, okay? Boruto related, of course. I might see you sooner than that. Just in case they show something that's, kind of fresh. Alright? Follow me on TT and you can see some of my shorts on Boruto and everything. But yeah, y'all. I'll holler. Peace. And thank you everybody for coming.